Hi, I'm Rob, and three quick fire videos today. It's not a very good day for me. One of our cats is being put to sleep later, and I want to spend some of the last few hours with him. So it's going to be three very quick videos today on the Soulforge journey event and Underspire. So we'll just whiz through this really pretty quickly. So just make sure you grab the troop from the glory shop. Try and get it to mythic level if you can in the normal sort of way by getting it all the way to mythic if you can. So be sure to grab that, and let's have a look in the Soulforge and go over the essentials in there. Right, weapons first. Don't craft Bloodlight from here. Get it from the journey shop at tier 3. Much better to get it with gems than it is by spending your diamonds here, because you're going to probably want to go to tier 3 anyway to help out your guild in the journey event. And pick up Wonder Stars if you can. But one really important thing in here, like the Doom Staff, the Doom Weapon is nothing special. Ignore that, unless you've got a load of diamonds to spare and you fancy getting something you don't really need. But absolutely essential today is to make sure you grab the Dread Cutlass. If you don't get this now, you could regret it for absolutely ages. And the reason you want that is one of the weapons that crafts the Ruby Macaque, which is a absolutely fantastic weapon. So you need the Dread Cutlass. Make sure you get that today at all costs, even above Wand of Stars. Wand of Stars will be there next week and a week after that and stuff like that. Dread Cutlass, if you don't get it today, you could be waiting ages, like seriously ages, like months and months and months and months and months. So absolutely make sure you get the Dread Cutlass today. Right, troops as ever, whiz through the summoning stones if you're missing any troops, see if there's anybody good in there, and we'll just take a quick look at the mythics. Ooh, a couple of very nice ones. Right, oh crikey, yeah, not bad at all. Best mythic out of them for at first glance is absolutely definitely Tax Shaka. Even if you've got one of these, it's definitely worth trying to get 2 and 3. If you've seen the kind of teams out there with 3 Tax Shakas and things like that, absolutely amazing troop. Really, really good. One of the best troops in the game to have multiples of. People often say about having duplicates and it being a pain on those gem dragons and cosmic dragons, which it can be for sure, but this is one of the ones where having more of them just makes it more and more wild. And it's due to that rainbow scale to create a ×3 wild card when my turn begins. Can charge up teams itself absolutely instantly, really good, does a ton of true damage, makes that mix of blue and green gems and can basically charge and do it again. So Tax Shaka, absolutely fantastic troop. Really good to get it if you can. Quick look at Mandragora. So right, the spell's a bit rubbish though. Deals scatter damage boosted by webbed enemies and create 10 purple gems. But this is one of the best webbing troops in the game because it webs a random enemy when matching purple gems. When you web someone, you reduce their magic to 0. So for a troop that's going to just make the enemy's magic really low and reduce their spell to almost nothing, this is actually a fantastic troop for that. It does reduce damage from skulls by 33% and gain bonus purple as well. And it creates 10 purple gems and it can self-charge and do it again. So yeah, the spell's not that great, but overall it is a very good sort of webbing troop. Do like it for that. And Spark Eater, just yeah, Scourge of Honor, really good as well. True damage to all, gain 2 mana back for each cursed or diseased enemy. And cursed and disease a random enemy when matching 4 or more gems. Really helps out as well. But the mythic of the week here, as good as Scourge of Honor is, the mythic of the week would actually have gone to Tax Shaka. Absolutely fantastic troop. Try and get it if you can. Next up, journey event. I've saved a little bit of time. I've bought tier 1, 2 and 3 from the shop. You need to do this to get the Blighthound guaranteed at tier 2. You need that because they're going to give you the extra miles if you can get that to mythic, and you need to have that in your team. Absolutely essential. And at tier 3 you pick up Bloodlight, a new weapon. Does damage to the enemy, boosted by red allies and Daemon allies. We'll have a look at this in a minute. I'm going to do this team build completely live, so I'm going to try and do it nice and fast at the same time. Right, so I've always picked the highest miles that you can manage. I've popped it into the team. So we got to use mana color red and Daemons. All right, this is going to be fun. So the key with journey is obviously to do damage to the enemy while trying to get extra turns at the same time, because if you complete the battle win the battle in 10 turns or less, That's when you pick up the maximum miles. And a turn is your go start to finish, including all extra turns, and the enemy's go. And then that is one turn. So I'm thinking Yao Guai already. And this is a very good troop to go with the Yao Guai. So we'll pop that in there as a placeholder. Because it gains attack and life, so that can go on top. Boosted by red and purple gems. Then conjure a Hailstorm. A Hailstorm is purple and red. And Yao Guai converts purple to red. So that should not only do a hell of a lot of damage, but should also give a much better chance of an extra turn, which is what you want in Journey, to get the best chance of getting extra miles. So let's pop in Yao Guai. Damage to the first two enemies boosted by his life. Steal 4 magic from both enemies, transform purple to red, and also steal 3 life from the first enemy when matching red gems. Right, so that is good. So we need this troop in there anyway. Right, so that is that. Let's pick the weapon. We'll go with the one which creates red gems and does damage. That is the Doomed Impaler. Does damage to the first two enemies, +2 per tempering level boost, and then create 2 red gems for each red ally and enemy. So all red on our team means you create a decent amount of red, and if there's happens to be some red enemies as well, then you get even more red gems based on that, giving it a chance to loop on itself. So yeah, nothing too fantastic about the upgrade, but yeah, it's going to be the best weapon overall for damage and potential loop potential. So let's get these in the right order now. We need this on top because that has got the attack and life boost whenever it casts. And we'll have potentially that second, I think. Blighthound at the bottom and Yao Guai there. The idea would be to get the Hailstorm going nice and quick. And when we cast this, we're going to get that nice amount of red, which with the Hailstorm should give us a good chance of matching on red. When we cast Yao Guai, it's going to be boosted damage at the same time, as well as transform all purple to red, and you can see if you can get an extra turn from that. And we can use this as a damage dealing troop as well, because again, it's going to create red, which with that Hailstorm should give it a good chance to get an extra turn. So all the troops basically help the loop potential. So let's pick a banner for this. I'm going to go Maze banner. So much red and green, it is great, particularly the red. We don't use purple, so it's going to be absolutely perfect. Where's it somewhere? There it is. So yeah, +3 red, +2 green for Yao Guai, that's good. -1 purple, which we don't care about. Absolutely spot on. Class, obviously for safety, go with Elementalist. For that lovely stun, freeze, burn, and entangle a random enemy by matching 4 or more gems. That's going to come into its own, because we're going to get a lot of 4 matches with this. And the usual kind of set of traits, I would suggest maybe snack freeze rather than impact, because we don't have the hero on top. If you stick the hero on top, then maybe choose impact. And what else we got? Storm Aura. Don't want a dust storm at the beginning, so we'll have pretty much anything else. Yep, rock solid is always good. That's good. Yeah, fine. Right, so yeah, good to go. Just to show a couple of battles, how this is going to work. Can I have a Medal of Arnu to get a 50% mana, I mean a 20% mana start on your troops, makes things easier. But we're certainly going to collect red when we can to get all that lovely extra mana. So this is going to do that boost. Now I've got a Hailstorm, which basically is red and purple, which is ideal for this kind of event. Nothing doing on red, so we'll just bash them out of it. Got a Potion of Enchantment, remember, so this is important when you choose to when to cast this. I shouldn't have really cast that then, because I was better off collecting the red in a way to make get the team powered up, and Yao Guai will finish off anyway. So yeah, maybe be patient at the very start of the game and make sure you get enough red, particularly if you don't need the extra power on your top troop to do the damage. So we'll always collect red because of that really good mana. That banner from the banner, yeah. Really not with it. brown, I suppose. So yeah, old guy, this sort of thing is what you're looking for, because we're going to get the damage as well as an extra turn, which charges up this. Does damage to the first two, and as you can see, we've got an extra turn, and the whole team got charged up after that, so you don't need to cast the Hellclaw Warrior up top, if not necessary. And the other three can actually create a loop on themselves. We'll grab that anyway, because it's a 4-match, and that's nice to get that burn, stun, freeze, and entangle. So, no red matches right now, but there will be after this. This is what I'm saying now. If you don't need this extra boost straight away, then absolutely take the red after, because you can actually do the damage. You get a chance to get an extra turn and loop, and then Yao Guai can do the Yao Guai stuff, which with that Hellstorm gives it a very good chance to get a load of mana and do it again, which it did. So let's just do one more battle here. I think this is going to be a decent team for this, to be honest. Not bad for a team all chucked together in, what, less than a minute? Give or take. So Yao Guai's up already. But if you get this, then it's a no-brainer. You just absolutely cast it straight away. There's the damage. Lots of red incoming. And that will finish off. So yeah, with that Hellclaw Mage at the top, we could have, or Hellclaw Warrior, whatever it was, we could have cast that next, got a nice life and attack boost, so any skulls do more damage, and at the same time started a purple and red storm, which is absolutely spot on for the rest of our troops. Right, next up, what's it called? Underspire. Right, let's do the same, let's chuck a team together quickly. If anything, today is a little insight in how quickly you can throw a team together sometimes. Right, so what was that? Different restrictions? I think it's just blighted lands. Okay, right. So Yao Guai will not be here for this. So what can we do instead? Just think Nocturnia is a very good troop for this. True heavy splash damage. Burden disease all affected enemies. Chance for a summon. Let's start with a couple of them. I don't think there's anybody else that's got decent true damage from here. No, it's not. Yes, single target as well. Yes, we'll roll with that. Two of them as a starter. So purple and brown. What else can we have? Could do someone that converts blue to purple. Uses red and brown. Nice. Normal damage. I don't like mixing normal damage with true damage, so I'd rather pick something else. Can't. This is our choice of weapon, so not a huge choice. I have Gatekeeper. Explodes red gems. Gives a random status effect to all daemons. And has a summon. Steal 2 mana from the first enemy when you cast it. Does scatter damage through lightning, which is really good for taking away barriers if the enemy got them and things like that. Yeah. I think that will possibly do as a quick thrown together team. The idea of that is it explodes red, which charges up Herald of Damnation, which converts blue, which we don't use, to purple, which charges up our Nocturnias, which are our 2 damage dealers. So we can still... Oh, press the wrong button. See, it's really not with it. Yeah, let's try that to the top. That one below. And what should we have as a banner? Obviously, you can still go with the maze banner if you like, but it's minus on the purple, so don't really want that. So brown is very much the colour of the day for this, so we'll have a plus brown, 2 brown banner. Don't want minus purple though. That will do just fine. Archer class. No. Archmages is good for lots of extra purple. Again, if you want to play things safe, Elementalist is always the way to go. And because we're picking up those brown gems a lot, it means you'll get the rock solid barrier. But for me, I'm going to go with a Geomancer because you get a nice 50% start, reduce damage from skulls by 50%. We get that stone heart as well, gain 1 life for each brown ally. And we can have impact. You can stick that weapon in last place and have Mage Lord if you like. Anti-magic sphere is good, tactician is good. Rock solid, we'll get a barrier pretty much constantly with this because of the way we collect brown a lot. Tree of knowledge may as well, and a fortitude. So yeah, that is that team. That should be okay. Let's do a couple of battles. And grab some yellow, so no brown afterwards. It is what it is. Always look for this though. You can, forgot to look at that at the beginning. Convert blue to purple. You can take a look at that, see if it gives you a nice fast start. It's not always essential though. You can just grab whatever you need and it should be okay because that's going to get the match. That's going to do the splash damage. Any sort of skull hit is going to finish them off. Any sort of other damage. No brown. Oh, we've got brown. And there's our skull hit. It sort of vary upon the speed, obviously. Depends upon how lucky you are with that opening conversion. It's probably a better team than this. This was put together like super quick. But and if I was doing this myself, for me, what I'll change later. Not everyone's going to have 3 of them. Bob chuck in probably 3 of them with that same weapon. Because the red explosion is going to charge her up really quick. The charm an enemy, the more powerful the enemy gets, the more that's going to work against them. And stealing life at the same time. And once they're all charged up, that might work. Actually, it might be a bit slow actually because of there's no enchant, is there? There's no potion of enchantment on this event. Anyway, we'll have a look at that later. But you can also go with this kind of troop, dealing damage to all as well. If you haven't got the Nocturnia. Yeah, that's ready to rock and roll straight away. Blue to purple. Have a little look around. If you don't have anything, you can take another match and see what happens. We've got a little bit of stuff there, but we've also got potential to cast that. It's charged people up. Still got nothing major on blue to purple that is immediately obvious, so you can obviously just collect it normally. And if you want to, you can just obviously collect the rest by doing that. I don't know what I've done that for. I'm really not thinking very clearly today. Right, anyway, that'll do, because we've got the weapon charged up. Not the weapon, the troop. That does true splash damage. And generally that should be alright. Let's just do one more. Let's try and do this vaguely properly at least once. Gander around at blue to purple. Got it there, so we can do that. That's better when you look around properly. There's them wiped out straight away. This is going to explode the red, charging up our troops again. And yeah, and that got the bottom troop charged up, the Herald of Damnation, whatever it was, ready for that conversion again to charge up the damage dealers. So yeah, it should work okay. Right, but there's the videos for today. Apologies, they're a bit short and to the point, but more important things going on in life right now. But thanks for watching. Catch you again next time.